Good morning everyone. So today is the 6th of February 2023. Look at the weather. It's a lovely day. Sun is shining. And as you guys know, last week we used George all week. I reckon we must have clocked up about 90 miles. So we know everything's running okay. But I'm not going to use it this week. I might start doing a little bit of work to it. But before I do that, I need to get a good look underneath and just see what's what. We'll have a quick walk around the outside while we're here. As we know, he's made this bumper, or someone has put that on. That looks okay, doesn't it? Rear valance I know is filled in a couple of places. It's a little bit curly here and there, but still seems okay. Dust changed on the boot. He's put that badge on. Can't see anything else. These lights were changed to kind of like the normal indicators you'd find on these, but they have got LED bulbs inside, as have the brake and side lights are all LED, which is understandable really, because they are really bright. Get yourself seen, especially with driving out at night in the country roads in the winter time. We had a quick look at the tyres, but I'm going to have another look at those. I know I need to do some changing around here. I haven't even opened this passenger door yet, but I'll do that later. We know there's some paint been put on it at some point. It doesn't look too bad really, does it, this matte black? Just depend on how far you want to go with it really. It's a little bit flaky and crispy in places, but that's another reason why we need to look underneath and get some paint on it in places. But like I said before, George is what he is. It's never going to be a showroom car. We're not going to look at restoring it. We're just going to tidy him up a bit so we can just use him as a daily drive. Bits of tape on it, but I know why they're there, because there's some holes in the bonnet. Trouble is, when you stick a bit of black paint on, you can cover up a lot of stuff, and obviously there is stuff covered up on this car. That's to be expected. We established the other day this window hasn't been changed, so I remember that etching on the glass from the number plate, which must have been on here originally, is also on the side windows and on this window. But I do believe this has been changed because that's scratched really bad. Tape on the door here, you can see the rusty water run down, so I see the split got a hole in it, as of here and the bottom. This whole thing is something I made up 10 years ago, but it's still looking alright. Quite like that, it just makes it look different. That's what I like to do, make my cars look slightly different. I remember at the time I did toy about putting something over the back window, just a little bit, to make it look a bit different. I may even do that. You never know. Oh, he's still locked. Yeah, but before we do anything with this bodywork, I need to, like I say, move it round. So I've got my wife's car there, but what I'm going to do is see if I can fire up Bertie Bus. We've fired that one up for a while, and if he fires up okay, I'm going to move him up to here. We're looking forward to doing a few trips in Bertie Bus this year. Already got a couple of things lined up for him, and also there's some work I need to do on it as we go. But I think for the time being we'll get the bus moved and we'll get George down here maybe if I get time we'll get up on some ramps or jack it up and have a look underneath and see what we can see. Right, let's go find the key for the bus, get this cover off and we'll fire him up. As you can see we've got the cover off Bertie Bus. He ain't been started for a while. Not in sure whether the old battery is still going to be up for it, but it should be. Plenty of oil. Right, so we ain't started Bertie Bus. Must be a couple of months I should think. So we'll see if it'll fire up now. Where can we put the camera? Well, there we go. It's running. Like I say, it ain't been started for a couple of months. What we really need to do is obviously I'm going to swap him over where George is now and get George down here so we can do some work on him. We've done a few bits to the bus, as you know, and I've still got a few more bits to do. This door we're splitting, I need to tidy this door up. I was going to do that over the winter but I never got round to it. I just do things as I really have to do them. I wanted to paint the front up as well. You can see where it's faded, can't you? But that's nothing really important as long as everything's running okay. I think what I'll do is grab my other camera and we'll take Bertie Bus for a little spin round the block. Might even stick a bit of petrol in him if it's running okay. Yeah, why not? Right, let's go grab my other camera. Well, as you can see, he's running alright. See if I can get him out of there and we'll just take him for a little spin. I don't know how much fuel he's got in him, to be honest, because the last time we used him would have been what, September, October. Let's see how Bertie's going to run. At least the brakes don't get stuck on, which is good. Tight really, isn't it? Oh, it's going to have to move something out of the way. That's better. It's a little chock. I stick behind the back wheel to make sure you don't roll back into the garage because I leave the handbrake off. And obviously when I moved it forward but didn't take it right out of the way. Well, here we go then. Get a little Bertie Bus out for a little spin. Changed all the oil and stuff at the end of the year, so should be alright for this year. We've got some stuff booked up in May, so that'll be good. We're going to go to the steam rally again at Strumpshaw. We're going down to Leiston again before that. I can't remember the exact date, but we are going. I just remembered something. You can guess what it is. Yeah, seatbelt. I wouldn't wear a seatbelt in George because he ain't got any. Just check I've got my wallet. Yep. Let's go. These little VW engines seem like they like to be revved. Come on, Bertie. Sure, it'll be alright once he walks up. Definitely going to win any drag races in Bertie. Not that we want it. That's just sometimes a little bit, especially in the modern day traffic, everyone just want to go. Get to some roundabouts, you're either going to pull out and piss someone off because you can't get away quick enough, or you have to really give it some. We ain't in no hurry. Saying that, I might be able to get to this bump over here. You know, when I was shooting and hit my spot. We should be alright. Right then, let's go stick a little bit of juice in. We know Bertie Bus is running alright now, and he's warmed up. Probably won't do much more apart from put a bit of air in the tyres just before we go on our adventure. Might give him a wash actually, but not tonight. I might even end up doing something else on him before we go away. It just depends on what I do. George, really. I just know I need to get a look at George. I think what I'll do is I'll just go for a little spin. Out this way before I go back. Get him nice and warmed up. Actually, that one meant Bertie Bus. I'm really looking forward to going away. Like I say, I can't remember what the date is, but that'll soon come round. Times do, don't they? can't go too hard, it's only a 40-mile-an-hour road down here. Well, that's fast enough to just give George a little run. George? That's fast enough just to give Bertie a little run. I don't think we've been much over 60 in it anyway. But that'll do. Just a peace of mind really that I know he'll be alright now when we get to go away. Everyone knows these things are underpowered. By the time you get all your gear in here, it's quite a bit of weight, then you definitely have to give them something before you change gear. But the engine seems to like it. Once they get moving, it's smooth as anything. To be absolutely honest, this bus is not servo assist. The brakes are pretty good. Good old Bertie Bus. Even got some heat coming through. Been toying about fitting in one of those little diesel heaters you can get, little diesel air heaters. They're fairly cheap, we get them for like 100 quid. I think they've gone up a little bit now, about 120, something like that. But a lot of people I've seen online stuck them in their bus and they swear by them. So that might be something I'll invest in later. Few bits rolling about in the bag. I didn't really check where stuff was. Most of the stuff is in the shed, what we use for camping, but there's a few loose bits in the bag there. Nothing to worry about. But like I say, Bertie Bus is running okay for when we need him. Cool, if we get a summer like last year, we had some lovely days, didn't we? Managed to get quite a bit of work done. We also got some good times out with the bus. It was all good. So I've got two different vehicles at the moment will appeal to different people. A lot of people who like the air cooled want probably like George or whatever, but I like anything with a bit of age to it. Right, I'm going to stick the bus here for a little while, and the next job, of course, is to get George fired up. Right, let's fire George up now and move him. I only used George a couple of days ago, so he should be fine. Do you like me hose gear stick? Can't keep that on there, can I? It looks horrible. Yeah, looking forward to getting George looking a bit more smarter. Well, let's see how he'll fire up today. We haven't fired him up for 2 days, but that's nothing, is it? Bit of choke. Well, he's away, no problem. Won't be going far with him, just changing places really with Bertie Bus. That's all we're doing today. Oh yeah, it's a lovely day. So we'll just drop George in here, and it won't be long now before we'll find out what he's really like underneath and stuff. To leave enough room so I can get the dustbin out of the gate. I think that needs to be a little bit more than that, George. I think about there will do him, don't you? So that's good. Yeah, we'll leave him here. I'm just going to move the bus back into place, and then we'll have a look around George. We'll have a look underneath. We're getting jacked up. Actually, what I might do is move the bus back and then leave this video here and make another video later of having a look around George. We will see. I'm not sure yet. Right, come on. This is what I mean. I got my wheel stuck on that. I moved that out of the way, but obviously I put it in the way. Yeah, old Bertie Bus is not looking too bad, is he? In fact, he's looking quite nice. Right, let's get him parked up. Right, so we're back in the bus again. We're just going to really park him where Jaws was, which was really Bertie's place anyway. But I moved him for the winter because we had some lights in the front garden for Christmas. Blah de blah. So we'll move him back now. It shouldn't be too bad. Lovely jubbly. So there's Bertie Bus back in place. I can't even remember what I needed to do on this, apart from, if you remember, I took the the double skin off this side to do some welding to the step and to the jack and point outrigger. Eventually I'll be taking the one off the other side, but I did say I'm going to leave that for the time being. I think the next job we were thinking of doing was taking this door off and doing a repair, but that, I don't think that's too essential at the moment. I will do it, but there's no rush for it, I don't think. Right, so let's get back to George. Yeah, it's going to be this door next. Right, let's get back to George. I'm surprised the old battery kept charged on the bus, so the battery must be okay. I did give George a wash down when I first got him home, but there's still some green on all the cracks and stuff. The more you look at him, the more bodywork he could need, and I keep thinking about what to do, whether to just continue to use him, obviously have a look underneath and make sure everything's safe under there, and then just continue to drive him about in this kind of, got a crack here, look, must be some filler in there. I don't know yet, got to make a decision, because obviously he's a bit rat roddy, isn't he? He looks a bit ratty, and that was the intention of him anyway. What to do, eh? I think we'll have a look under the front first. That's a good idea, good starting point, isn't it? Under the front of it. I think what I'm going to do for now I've got George in the right place, might leave him there for a little while. Obviously I moved the bus, so I might end this video here actually. I might just stick it up today as moving George and Bertie Bus around, and then I'll make another video of underneath George and we'll have a look round and just see how he is. So if you want to follow George and see what he's like underneath, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos coming up. We'll call this one a day. I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.